So it is hard to find a balance, and working in a kitchen, like I was saying, sorry I got interrupted, my hubby called me. Um, as I was saying, even if you're scheduled till 11, but it's a busy day in the kitchen or the restaurant and it takes you an hour or more to shut everything down and flip all your ingredients over and label everything, sometimes you're not home until 1 o'clock in the morning. It's really dreadful. So I switched from being a chef, and a friend of mine suggested that I do cleaning because she worked for many cleaning companies. And even though they don't pay well, she's seen what they were getting paid, and it was way more money for way less work. For me anyway, I enjoy cleaning, and to be honest, my favorite part of cooking, everyone always like, why do you love cooking, why do you want to stay in the kitchen for like 10 hours and do all these catering things and whatever else, because I did have my own catering business as well. The thing I loved about it wasn't, I loved the cooking, but that wasn't my highlight. My highlight was everyone tasting the food, which is maybe a little bit weird, but other chefs know what I'm talking about. When you put your heart and soul into everything, or how Jamaicans say it, put your foot in it, someone, um, and someone just takes a fork and bites their first piece, and they're like, "Oh, this is so good." That's the part that makes my heart like, "Oh, yay! I did a good job. They love it." So now that I clean for people, I absolutely love when they leave. It's my favorite. Or like go in a whole different part of the house that we're not even in. And then they walk in and they're like, oh, it smells clean in here. Oh my God, everything looks so beautiful. And again, I get that same like, oh, yay. I'm so happy that you love it. Some of my clients have even like left their house and came back and they were in tears. And we cried it out together. Let me tell you, we cried it out together because I was just ecstatic. I was just so happy for them. So that was name, that was same. Now fame. Fame is what makes you interesting, what makes you stand out. I would say a lot of, before opening my cleaning company, let me start there. I did go and work for other cleaning companies just to see how they did things, if I really even enjoyed it, if they had systems in place, how they treated their customers, um, all that type of stuff. So, one, they don't pay people very well. They pay people, they want them to drive their own vehicles to like cities that are 30, 40, 50 minutes away. They don't want to pay them for travel time, which is crazy. And if you don't pay for travel time, well, then make my hourly time worthwhile. And they want to pay people like $18 or $20 an hour, which to me just doesn't make any sense. Anyone that works for me, I pay them anywhere from $25 to $30 an hour, depending on their experience, what clients they are going to clean for, if it's residential or commercial example, or if it's in the, I don't know, crack of dawn or at night, weekends. There's different rates for everything. Um, Also, I feel like just the way I treat my employees and people that work with me, I consider them family, not just workers. So we try to, just have more of a personal relationship with them. I genuinely care if, your child is sick today and you have to stay home. I'm not just like, oh, well, I guess you're taking the day off. All right, fine. Which is what my bosses used to say to me. And sometimes you can't, most of the time, you can't predict when those things are going to happen, especially as a mom. And a lot of the people who've worked for me have been single moms. So, yeah, you just don't know when those things are going to happen. And I'm a kind of boss where if I don't have a clean today myself, or if I'm out getting contracts or marketing, and I get a call like that, someone's parents are sick or their child is sick or just anything happened that was unplanned or not planned, I'll drop whatever I'm doing and fill in their spot for them because that's what family does for one another. I actually learned that from my hubby. He runs a basketball league. I actually have their jersey on today, Junior Kings Court Basketball. And other programs that my son has played for, they weren't basketball, they're football. They're just very, I don't know, black and white. They're just very like, pay the money this day, pick up your stuff, come to the team. The most you'll ever get for them from them is, oh hey, can you sell these tickets for us because we're doing a fundraiser, and then like no money goes back to the program or helps out anybody. So it's just weird. And they'll do like a pizza day or something for the kids every now and then. But with my hubby's program, we're more of a family. Like, me and him, we know the parents in our program. We build relationships with them. We build relationships with the kids and rapport with the kids, because especially like teenager kids, they go through stuff. They may not be able to talk to their parents or adults around them, and they confide in us, which is awesome. So even my hubby's one of the few coaches that I know that kids who are in his program at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old are now like 30, and they still call him, or they're going to college or university, they call him for advice, or, where should I go, coach, or what program do you think I should take, or I'm having trouble at home, or any of those types of things. So building a family atmosphere is extremely important to me, and I feel like that sets me aside from majority of cleaning companies. Also, cleaning companies do not, majority that I've heard of and or worked for, don't provide workers insurance, employees insurance. I feel it's because they don't want to pay the little extra for the insurance, but that's another thing that I haven't done yet because I don't have enough employees yet that are full time. But when I do, I definitely will provide insurance, dental insurance, medical insurance, vision insurance, like for your glasses and stuff. That's something that, as a former single mom, used to be really hard for me. I know it's a small thing, like, well, what are $300 glasses? Woo, once a year, once every 2 years. But in this economy, who the hell has an extra $300 to spend if their kid needs glasses tomorrow? Not me. So, um, when my business grows and I do get more contracts and more full-time employees, I 100% will provide that for them. Yes, obviously everyone has to pay a little bit out of their paycheck, but I'm not going to take like $400 or something like these crazy companies that are like billionaires or millionaires, multimillionaires, take from their employees. So that's name, that's same, that's fame. Now aim. What are you working on in the next 90 days? So for my business, the next 90 days, I will be going to many, many, many businesses. I'm sure I will probably hear 100 no's in that time, but every no is one person closer to a yes. Remember this, okay? Don't get discouraged. When I first started, I would get discouraged. I'm not gonna lie. I would get very, very shy. Like, I talk about my hubby's business so openly. And then when I was talking about my own, I was, knocking on doors like, hi, I'm Kayla, and I clean, and I just want to know if you guys are interested. But because I was so scared of hearing like, no, we're not interested, or no, we already have cleaning people, thank you very much. Now I'm just like, okay, screw it. Worst case scenario, they say no. But guess what? If you didn't knock on the door, or if you didn't engage in that conversation or go into that business or call that person or message that person on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, you would never know if it's a yes or a no. So you lose either way. So just try. Put yourself out there and try. That's it. So for my 90 days, I will be going to like every business I can think of. I live now in Stony Creek on the mountain. I will be going to all the businesses. So if you guys happen to see me, even if you don't need a cleaning company, let me know you guys see me, because that'd be awesome. That's so cool. I actually got stalked the other day. I just started my YouTube page not too long ago, and I got stopped the other day, and someone actually acknowledged that they see my video. So that's kind of cool, right? It's kind of awesome. So yeah, for my 90 days, I definitely will be trying to get some commercial contracts so I can share the love and employ more people that, you know, just need it. And it's hard to find a job right now in Canada, and it's hard to find a job, like I said, that actually pays you, that can actually pay your bills, because right now bills are like freaking crazy out here. Just groceries and gas, much less everything else that we have to worry about, right? So I did name, same, fame, aim, and now game. So game is all about, what is your bigger vision? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 6 years? So I've been doing, anyone who knows me knows I've been doing crazy research about AI. I feel like I'm 36, so I was in an age where there was no internet, then there was dial-up, then there was Wi-Fi and social media and all that stuff, and I kind of let that little chapter skip past me, and I had to play catch up. So I do not want to play catch up when it comes to AI, because I believe that's our next big thing. So it's a crazy time that we're living in, but at the same time, if you're an entrepreneur and or even a content creator, whatever, you should be taking advantage of this next wave, and don't let it pass you by and get left behind, because that's not going to benefit your business. You most likely are going to go out of business and be broke. So for the next 3 to 6 years for me, it'll be AI, AI, AI. And if you're questioning, well, how would AI help your business? Because you guys clean. Well, have you guys been to a mall and or an airport lately? Because they already have robot vacuums in there, which is crazy. So floors for a cleaning company is, especially when you're doing like a big space, not like a residential, but if you're doing like an office building, or honestly even like a post-construction clean where there's like dust and shit everywhere, the floors take the longest. Everything else, you know, you dust and wipe from top to bottom. When it comes to the floors, that's another half an hour, or if you're doing a big place, an hour or more for a big building. Now, if I or my staff, my team could be doing a clean, and there was a robot over there sweeping and mopping the floor, that would save us so much time. And for my commercial cleans, I don't charge per hour, I charge per job. So it doesn't matter if it's going to take us, you know, maybe regularly 4 to 6 hours or something with a team of 2 to 3. Now we've cut it down to say 2 hours or 3 hours because we have the robot vacuum. We still get paid the same amount, and my workers will still get paid the same amount. It doesn't matter if it's taken them 3 hours or it's taken them 6. So for my next 3 to 6 years, AI and robots will definitely be implemented in my business. For the internet side, or like the online stuff or the admin stuff, AI will be my personal assistant. So I won't have to like write notes and read from my book. I will just be able to tell AI, hey, I want to make a video about XYZ, and my personal assistant will say, making your video. And they can search the web, go on YouTube or wherever I have videos, TikTok or whatever, and they can take my image. They're doing this already, by the way. It's just not for the small business people. It's too expensive right now. But they can take me, put me into a different background. They can put me on the beach. They can put me in a building cleaning. They can change my clothes. And they can even change what I'm saying and make an entire video for me. Also, AI will be able to do my invoices, my schedule, my payroll, marketing material, content, all those things AI will do for my business in the future. That's 100%. Well, that is the communication framework. I went from name, same, fame, aim, and game. Thank you to Steve Bartlett. I don't know if he likes to be called Steven or Steve. I do watch his podcast a lot, but I don't remember at the moment. I just started watching him the other day. And thank you to Daniel Presley, because you guys are just changing lives out here. You guys are giving information to the small people like me to help us grow to become the big people like you. So thanks, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.